In the halls of global banking history, there was an important moment that sent shockwaves through the Western world. Credit Suisse, once a titan on Wall Street, found itself in the middle of a series of missteps and compliance failures over the past few years, causing investors to question the stability of the entire banking system. This marked one of the worst days in banking history, echoing the echoes of the 2008 financial crisis. Today at Finance Spur, we'll find out the story of Credit Suisse. But for more videos about finance, technology, and business, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Less than a week after the crash of 3 US banks, a financial panic seemed to spread over Europe, hitting the weakest link in the chain, Credit Suisse. The buyout of the Swiss giant marked an important turning point in the European financial system. The demise of Credit Suisse, although part of a broader issue with confidence in the banking sector, was hardly surprising. In fact, Credit Suisse had earned a reputation as one of the worst large banks in existence. It was a part of scandals, from shaky financials, fraud, and money laundering, to hiring spies, and even the mysterious death of a private investigator. Credit Suisse had become the problematic child of the European financial system. But how did one of the biggest banks in Europe go from being a well-respected institution to a complete mess? Credit Suisse was founded in 1856 by politician and businessman Alfred Escher. Initially, its purpose was to fund Switzerland's first railway system, breaking the country's dependence on the French banking system. The bank played an important role in Switzerland's industrial development, financing infrastructure projects and contributing to the development of the Swiss currency. Over the half of the 19th century, it expanded its operations, providing banking services to the Swiss middle class and establishing its presence in the United States. But despite its early success, there were signs of trouble brewing. In a quiet Italian branch, local authorities discovered that client funds were being channeled off the books to aid in tax evasion. However, these minor hiccups did little to tarnish the bank's overall reputation. Let's jump in the 1980s and 90s. Credit Suisse continued to expand globally through mergers and acquisitions, becoming a powerhouse in European and world banking. The rapid growth created a culture where risk was disregarded, and the focus was on growth at all costs. More customers meant bigger profits, which led to dangerous behaviors and eventual controversies. In 2006, Credit Suisse was involved in hiding Iranian transactions from US authorities. Despite these issues, when the 2008 financial crisis hit, the bank was better prepared than most, managing to escape without government assistance, unlike its close competitor, UBS. The post-2008 period, however, saw the bank's reputation further damaged by scandals related to tax evasion. Investigations were launched, former employees were arrested, and in 2014, Credit Suisse was found guilty and fined $2.5 billion. This marked the largest bank to plead guilty to a criminal charge in over 2 decades. The toxic culture within the bank seemed well established, making it difficult to reverse. The chairman and CEO were forced to resign, leaving behind a challenging legacy. Only 2 years later, in 2016, Credit Suisse was also involved in an economic crisis in Mozambique, involving secret loans and fraudulent activities. This catastrophe affected the people in Mozambique and further damaged the bank's reputation. Now, you may think that this ends here, but you are wrong. Credit Suisse's next CEO, Tidjane Thiam, started a 3-year restructuring plan, which did manage to bring the company back to profitability by 2018. However, the bank continued to be plagued by internal issues, and one of it is the infamous espionage scandal, which came to light in 2019, involved the CEO himself hiring a private investigator to trail a former head of wealth management who had joined rival UBS. This incident led to the resignation of several top executives. Despite no convictions, the scandal was too big to ignore. Credit Suisse was in need of yet another restructuring plan. As the new CEO, Thomas Gottstein, began his work, the stock market faced troubles, and companies heavily relying on leverage were in trouble. Credit Suisse had invested in troubled firms like Greensill Capital and Archegos Capital, both of which experienced huge setbacks. These disasters culminated in Credit Suisse losing $15 billion in a single quarter. A new CEO, Antonio Horta Osorio, was brought in to bring about change. However, his tenure was short-lived, as he resigned due to breaking quarantine rules. He left a devastating remark about Credit Suisse, calling it worse than anything he had experienced in his 35-year career running several banks. And by 2022, Credit Suisse faced more problems, with revelations of international entities involved in various illicit activities storing funds in the bank. The bank was also forced to pay huge damages in a fraud case and found guilty in a money laundering case. As clients began withdrawing their funds, the Swiss government and Swiss National Bank had to intervene to prevent a collapse. Credit Suisse's losses were catastrophic, and it was clear that a drastic solution was required. The Swiss government began exploring the possibility of a merger or buyout. Due to the size and importance of Credit Suisse, selling it to a foreign firm was not a viable option. UBS, the main rival, emerged as the only feasible candidate. The deal involved a huge discount on Credit Suisse's closing price and a $100 billion liquidity. After 167 years of operation, Credit Suisse ceased to exist as an independent bank. The deal was seen as controversial and created unease among the Swiss population, with many fearing the impact on UBS's reputation and the Swiss banking sector. The aftermath of Credit Suisse's fall has sent shockwaves through the global banking industry. The confidence in the banking system has further eroded, with financial institutions and governments closely monitoring potential weak spots. Deutsche Bank, already under scrutiny, is seen as a potential next target. The Credit Suisse saga shows the delicate balance between acting swiftly to prevent economic catastrophe and the potential for political turmoil when government intervention avoid established procedures. It has left a stain on the Swiss banking system's reputation, and the effects are expected to be felt throughout the financial world. But for more amazing videos about finance, technology, and business, don't forget to check out our channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that notify bell for upcoming videos. For now, this is Finance Spur. Have a great day.